Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. I just got off a call with a group of my clients, and one of the things that came up was marketing and newsletters. And so I thought it was a great topic, and I do want to talk a little bit about newsletters this week. But let me tell you a story first. So I have a relatively new client. We were talking. I said, well, how many people are on your database? And they said about 2,000. And I said, what do you do with it? And they said, well, nothing. And I said, well, how about we start reaching out to those people regularly and see if we can't get them to buy some stuff, some more things from us. They want to build their online presence. It's a perfect opportunity. People have been into their business, into their store, and have bought things, have given them their name, have, over the years, somehow they've got them in their database. So I said, well, how many people are on it? And they said, well, a couple thousand. And I said, well, good grief, we ought to be able to do something with that. So long story short, we made a simple newsletter format. You can do it in a number of platforms: Constant Contact, MailChimp, all of those. Any of them will work. Get one that works for you. They've got templates. You can build a very simple newsletter around Mother's Day. We reached out to them to the thing, make us, a long story short, we turned, for the month, we went from 17 online to 75 online orders, and we added $3,000 extra to our bottom line with one email. So now we'll be reaching out to them monthly with a newsletter, letting them know what's going on. So let's talk a little bit about the message is that you need to have a newsletter. Okay. Now, one of the complaints I get is it's a chore. And I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the people on the podcast said, look, the thing you need to understand about newsletters is it's not a chore, it's an essential. So if something's essential, you would do it anyway. It's essential that you eat. It's essential that you brush your teeth. So you're going to do it anyway. It's essential, if you want to grow your business, to keep in touch with your best clients, with your people, with the people that have bought from you in the past. So having some sort of newsletter in marketing is essential. Now, the second thing is building your database. Now, that's another whole video, but let's just assume for now that you've got some database or some way to start building your database. And by the way, the easiest way is just to, take people's names down, get them to sign up like they always have, or give them some sort of a, opt-in for, what we call a lead magnet. So that's a whole nother thing, but let's just talk about the newsletter. So once we can agree that it's essential, then you say, well, I don't have any content. Well, you can use your content like I'm doing here, or you can grab content off the internet. That's the coolest thing. You can put things together in your newsletter and make a newsletter out of other people's newsletters, and they don't care as long as you let them know where you got it from and link back to their article. They'll be happy to have you do it. There's tons of great newsletters that have been very successful out of that. So it doesn't have, it'll take you a little while for the first one, because you'll want to make up a template and figure out how you want it to look and fool with it and all that stuff. You can hire people to do that. If you've got graphic people, they can do a great job for you. I try to keep it simple. I've come to the conclusion that works best for me are these videos, but the main thing is to get started. The next question is frequency. So I think every other month is not frequent enough. This is just my opinion. So at least monthly or more often. I like weekly. Some people like every other week. I think the main thing is that it just needs to be consistent and go on forever. So my suggestion is weekly or every other week would be better, but monthly is great if that's what works for you. So test and measure, get out there, get your newsletter. If you'd like some help with your newsletter, just hit us up. I'll be glad to have a strategy session with you to talk about what it takes to build your newsletter. It's not hard, and it is essential. So let's get on it. Let's have a great week. Happy 4th to everybody. And until next time, all the best.